Good morning. I finally decided to go to the gym for the first time since my surgery. But before I go into the gym, I wanted to share with you the IRS Dirty Dozen scam number 7. And scam number 7 deals with what we call the fraudulent withholding and income scheme. And so typically what will happen is you'll see people advise this on social media, because I've seen it. They'll tell people to create fake W-2s and fake 1099s and include excessive amounts in box 2, which is where all of the federal withholding would be, and to find employer identification numbers for unsuspecting companies, and then use that information to enter into a legitimate return. And then the result would be an overinflated refund. So let me tell you why you shouldn't do that. First of all, that is considered fraud. If you put something on a tax return in general and you know it's not accurate, it's automatically considered fraud. The IRS could pursue those charges either civilly or criminally, right? Because when you do that, you get a bigger refund that you're not supposed to get. That's stealing from the federal government and from your fellow taxpayers. So you shouldn't do that. Well, let me tell you a little bit more technically about how those forms work. So when you receive a W-2 or a 1099 or one of those income type forms, that information has already been reported to the IRS. It's already been reported. So when you have a W-2, they already know that that W-2 was assigned to you for that employer. And so creating a fake document for that employer isn't going to really do anything for you, because that information has already been sent to the employer. So what's going to end up happening is that the IRS is going to hold the return, because they're going to know that something's up with that you didn't work for that particular company, because that company has already reported the W-2s and reported the payroll, tax withholdings and all that throughout the year, and even the 1099 form. So it's really not worth it. And if you do get the money by accident, you do get the money, it's not worth it, because all that's going to happen is when they catch the scam, they're going to make you pay it back, plus interest and penalties. And you definitely don't want that. They can come after you forever. They have a lot of power. They can seize your assets. They can put a lien on your properties. So in general, it's never good. It's never cool to do any kind of tax fraud. Don't listen to these schemes and these people on TikTok telling you that all you have to do is go and create fake documents and add it to your return. It's definitely not worth it. If you really want to learn more about your tax return and how to do tax planning throughout the year so that you can legitimately and legally reduce your tax liability, that is something that you should be discussing with a tax professional. You can contact a person like me. There are people who specialize in tax planning. I offer tax planning, but I don't specialize in it. But there are people who specialize in it that you can work with, and you can learn legal ways to reduce your taxes so that you don't have to go around scamming. The other thing, too, that I want to share, and I may have said this earlier, but when you steal from the federal government through the IRS, you're not really stealing from the government. You're stealing from everyday people. You're stealing from your friends, your family. It's our money. So when you get more of a refund than you were supposed to receive, you're not stealing from the government. You're stealing from us. So think about that and do the right thing, and don't risk your freedom or your property or your assets, other assets, by doing stupid things like putting falsified documents in your return. All right. Have you heard about this scheme before? What do you think about that? Did you know that all of those forms actually get submitted to the IRS before they even come to you? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm on my way to boot camp. Bye.